Hey friends, welcome back to another video. My name is Lefebvre and I can't believe it's almost June. So you know what that means? We are setting up our June bullet journal. So let's jump right in. Okay, so it's that time again. We are on to June's bullet journal setup. And for this month, I wanted to do the theme of bees. I've seen it done before, just bee drawings, and I like the idea and I think it's really cute. So this cover page is going to be done fully in watercolor. And while we're doing it in watercolor, we are testing out Craftimo's watercolor paper. It's 100% cotton, 20 sheets, A4 size, 300 GSM. Very excited that they came out with paper. So we are going to test this out for the first time while we are doing this, and I'm going to let you know my thoughts, but that's pretty cool that they now have 100% cotton paper as another option. So let's get right into it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is start off with like a honeycomb pattern. And I'm just going to do it roughly because I don't really care for it to be too symmetrical and all that stuff. I'm just going to do the first one so I kind of have an idea of the shape. Like that. Okay, and then I'll kind of go off that shape with watercolor. We're gonna put the title there, the month, and I'm gonna do like a little bee right here. So I'm gonna try and leave this blank. Okay, so I don't know if that gave you much guidance, but we're just gonna kind of wing it. I'm actually gonna erase this a bit just so you don't see the pencil marks underneath. And we're gonna do like a yellowy orange and kind of also like peachy honeycomb colors. So I'm just gonna wet up a yellow and pink, and let's begin. So the first thing I did was trace around that first hexagon shape for the honeycomb pattern with some cadmium yellow. And then you're gonna see that I'm gonna start dropping in some permanent rose into little spots. I just kind of wanted some nice color bleeds and blends happening. And that was also a test of the paper, because I find when I'm testing or kind of comparing papers, what I'm looking for is a paper that will hold water well and have really nice seamless blends. And even though I'm just doing lines right now, so far it's working. And then you'll see later when I do the bees, it actually works really, really well as well. So I haven't been disappointed by 100% cotton watercolor paper yet. And this paper is really, really nice to use. So I just continued going around with that whole honeycomb pattern and shape, just kind of eyeballing it, not worrying too much if it's perfect or not. It's just for fun. And I just wanted to kind of work more on having those colors bleed. Then I erased that little circle that I sketched out for where the bee was going to be, and I started painting the bee. So I started off with 2 yellow lines, and you're going to see that I actually dab the bee quite a bit with my paper towel, because the black, once I start adding that, it tends to bleed a bit more. Some colors really bleed into others, and black is one of those, or at least the black I have. I also added a bit more cadmium yellow at the bottom of the yellow, if you can see, just to get a bit of a shadow. But if your black really kind of runs into the yellow and takes over, just grab your paper towel, which you're going to see me do in a second. Where is it? Right? No, right there. Okay. And just dab up that color, and then you can add in more yellow after. So I have to do this with almost every single time I do a bee, but that's okay. We're not worried about it. This is a cute little loose bee. We're not trying to be, perfect or anything. And then with the legs are kind of in sections. So just do like little line sections for the legs. Again, not worrying too much about it, just having fun. Then I added a little bit of lemon yellow on top for a bit of like a highlight. And I took my Beam watercolor paints and this gold for the wings, which is one of my favorite parts of the bee. It turned out really well. I really kind of like that loose bee look, but having the gold wings and a little bit of the black bleeding into the gold also kind of helps outline it. But it looks really cute. And then while I was doing the gold, I was like, why don't I just put it on the honeycomb pattern? And it ended up working so well. I kind of wish I dropped it in while the honeycomb was wet so you can get a better bleed, but it still ended up looking good. So here I'm doing another bee, same technique. I'm going to do this bee, I think one other time that you're going to see the whole thing, just so you can, because I kind of want this also to be a bee tutorial. I'm saying the word bee a lot, but it's fairly easy, and just kind of go with it, and you're going to see. I'm going to dab it again because that black is bleeding everywhere. It's okay. Don't freak out. It happens to all of us. But yeah, so this is the other bee. Next, I took my Tombow Fudenosuke brush pen, which I highly recommend for any beginner with calligraphy, to write the month of June. And then I took my Pigma Micron pen. I think it was a 05, size 01. I don't know. Maybe 005, which is just the thickness of the nib, to write the days of the week and the calendar. Didn't leave enough space because there's a bee there, so the 27 was kind of squished, but that's fine. It's just my mom's birthday. It's fine. It doesn't matter. See, I don't fret too much about this kind of stuff and spacing. And then I just took some watercolor just to highlight the days of the week. And there is our little calendar page, which I love the way it turned out. Calendar page, our cover page. So I just glued it in with my crusty old glue stick, which I still need to get a new one at the dollar store, which I keep forgetting. And then decided to put some yellow washi tape at the top and the bottom of the border. And then I took some of that Craftmo watercolor paper, ripped it for this cute little effect, used my crusty glue stick again to glue it down, and then I wanted to do another watercolor bee. So you're gonna watch me do that now. And then finally, I took my brush pen and wrote "Be Amazing" because why not? And later you're going to see, I didn't actually film me doing it, but I do outline that piece of ripped paper with the gold paint, and it ends up looking really cute. And I did add an extra E to the "Be Amazing," which I also didn't film, but that's fine. Next is my YouTube planning and book writing page, which I've done in the past few setups. So I wanted to do a cute little header with the watercolor paper and the bees, and this is how it went. So I did 2 little bees on either side, and I like the kind of like ripped paper look. I think it looked natural and cute, and yes, and I used my brush pen to write YouTube and book, just book. I don't know. I love these voiceovers. More bees. I'm so creative here, coming up with all the ideas. Just bees on bees on bees. Yep, just keep doing the bees. Do more of the wings. Where's the wings? Do the wings. Okay, here are the wings. I love the wings. They're my favorite part of the bee. Definitely. So cute. And then I did some more of that like honeycomb pattern. Added some gold in there just for a little bit of sparkle, which I actually really like that there's a lot of sparkle in this setup. I'm usually not a sparkly person, but I decided to do it and I like it. And yeah, so this is the heading, which I'm going to show you I also add a border with washi tape that I have to remember to link below, because I like borders. Use my crusty glue stick, tape it in, glue it in, and then I added another blip. And then I added, I'm not editing that out. I'm gonna keep it. Added another border underneath, and look how cute this heading is for my planning page. So YouTube ideas and book to-do list. So far, love it. Think it's super cute. Then we move on to our weekly setup, which again, I'm keeping the same way because it is the most functional for me. I could be creative and try other little setups, but this is just the most functional for me. Gives me the right amount of space I need, and I just like it. And I did these little headings using cursive writing and my yellow acrylograph marker, and did these little honeycomb shapes for where I'm going to write the days of the week or the number of the calendar, whatever, you know what I mean. And then the last little space there is for my next week planning. Did some little honeycomb patterns over there, because why not? Super cute. And that, oh no, and then I do some bees. I do some tiny little bees with some markers, super easy. And that's it. It's done. And I really ended up loving it. Oh, and the white writing on the number of the days is a white gel pen, which I'll also link below. But this is the setup. Sparkly, it's yellow, it's cute, and I love it. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I really hope you liked it, and I hope you learned something. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and follow me on Instagram for even more. Have a great day, guys.